Close your eyes. Open your mind. You aren't watching a video. You are stepping into a core memory. You will know exactly what it feels like to secure a $200,000 contract under fire. You are inside the simulation now. You feel the air conditioning hit your skin. You hear the hum of the servers. This is the STAR method, hardwired into your nervous system. Ready? Let's begin.
Welcome to the Bob Nevin Careers Channel. We're happy to have you here. Get ready to learn something new. Let's do this.
You feel the Florida sun on your neck, heavy, humid, and real. You aren't here for an interview. You are here for an assessment. Your gait is rhythmic. Your suit is crisp. You know that packaging is the very first thing they buy. As you reach the glass, you don't hesitate. You move right through the doors like you own the foundation they are built on. This is the situation. Stop. Look at your reflection. Salt and pepper hair. A navy suit that fits you like a second skin. Behind you, the palm trees of Tampa Bay sway in slow motion. You can hear their palms rustle. You are 48 years old, a veteran of the game. You aren't checking your notes. You are checking your frequency. You smile, and for a split second the world stops spinning. You are the calm. You are the visionary. Walking through that silent marble lobby, it's a cathedral of silence. No guards, no staff. You hear some footsteps echo off in the distance, but for the most part, it's just you. Your brain is already performing an audit of the perimeter. Most people would feel very small in this place, but you feel expanded. You move toward the elevators, not because you were told to, but because you know exactly where the power is kept. The secretary motions you into the room. You see a great big table laid out before you that could seat about 30 people. The desk is a rich, dark mahogany and very shiny, very glossy. On the other side of the table sits 3 people, including the CEO. The wood grain table is cold under your palms. The CEO slides a tablet toward you without even saying a word, and then he says, 60 seconds. What's your move? You don't blink. You see the systemic collapse on the screen. This is your task. You speak in low, measured tones. You translate the binary disaster into a strategic roadmap for recovery. You own the room before you even finish the sentence. You are guided toward a great big room. This is the Security Operations Center for the entire bank. The doors open. The air is thick with ozone and panic. You see red lights pulse in time with your heartbeat. You look at the chaos on the floor, but you step onto the floor. You don't ask for permission. You take command. You coordinate the room through the noise. You are the conductor of this defensive symphony. This is the action. This was the command and control portion of the test. They wanted to see if you could step into chaos and immediately command authority. Again, you didn't ask for permission. You just went in there. You walked to the center of the floor and began asking for status updates. You coordinated the room not by shouting, but by assigning actionable tasks. You were orchestrating that symphony of defense, again, filtering out the noise to find that signal. The frantic energy began to settle into a focused, professional hum. You found it. Tucked behind layers of decoys was a single elegant line of code, a vulnerability that bypassed the primary authentication layer. This was a revelation point. Most would have been distracted by the flashing red screens, but you were focused on the root. It was a sophisticated injection script designed to mimic hardware failure. You stood inches from the screen, deconstructing the logic. It was a test of whether you can think like the adversary. To secure a system, you must find how to break it first. This is where your technical intuition took over. You pointed to the flaw and explained exactly how the simulation was tricking around their automated defenses. You took the chair. This was the hands-on keyboard moment. You didn't just patch a hole. You wrote a custom diagnostic script to sweep the entire network. Your hands moved with the muscle memory of a composer. You were writing a solution that was proactive. You weren't just closing the door. You were rewriting the lock's logic. As the code scrolled, the red lights began to fade, replaced by a steady blue. You demonstrated velocity, showing that you can move faster than the threat. You fixed the systemic weakness that allowed the problem to exist. The analysts around you just stopped to watch the recovery. It was a masterclass in technical execution under pressure. The handshake is firm. The CEO's hand is warm. He admits it was just a simulation, but the trust you earned is real. You walk back to the boardroom. The contract was right there. $200,000. You pick up the fountain pen, you feel the weight of the metal, and you sign your name. This is the result because you just did the action. The sun is setting over the bay. Your work is done. You are no longer a candidate. You are a partner. You feel the satisfaction of a mission accomplished. Take one last breath of that Florida air. You deserved it. So there you have it. That wasn't just a story. It was a blueprint for how you handled the situation and the test by using the STAR method. Again, the STAR method is the situation. You were dropped into a systemic collapse with no script. The task. Your job was to restore trust and coordinate a command center. The action. You identified the root vulnerability and used automation for a proactive fix. The result? The threat was neutralized and the contract was secured. To get the big wins, you have to be a visionary who can execute while the room is screaming. If you found this helpful, gently obliterate that like button down below. It tells the algorithm you want more revelation content. So hit the subscribe to join us at Bob Nevin Careers. I'm Bob Nevin, and thanks for watching. And remember, in the interview of your life, don't just answer the questions, own the results. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to smash that like button, subscribe and turn notifications on and share with everyone you know. Also leave a comment down below. Say hi or ask a question. Again, thanks for watching and see you in our next video. Cheers.